A feature in Fallout 76 that many people don't know about is the Taming feature. This is something that really isn't explained anywhere in the game, and it requires one specific perk card to use this feature, but that perk card is one that many people really don't use. So in this video, I will be showing you everything that you need to know to tame animals like Deathclaws, and I'll be showing you where to find these tameable animals. But before we get into this video, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show, click the link in the pinned comment below to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find other people to play Fallout 76 with, discuss the Fallout TV show, or just talk about anything related to Fallout. Now, the actual setup to start taming animals in Fallout 76 is very simple. All you'll need is a weapon, a camp, and the Animal Friend perk card. This perk card will give you a chance to pacify an animal that is below your level. But don't get this confused with the Wasteland Whisperer perk card that will do the same thing but for creatures. You will be able to start taming animals with just the rank 1 version of the Animal Friend perk card, but each of the tameable animals will require a different perk of the Animal Friend perk card to tame them. So to start off with the rank 1 version of this perk card, you'll be able to tame the Attack Dog, Beaver, Brahmin, Chicken, House Cat, Mirelurk, Mole Rat, Mongrel, Opossum, Rabbit, Rad Rat Pup, Rad Stag, and Wolf. With the rank 2 version of this perk card, you'll be able to tame all of the previously mentioned animals and the Mirelurk Hunter, Mirelurk King, Rad Toad, Snallygaster, and Yao Guai. And at rank 3 you can tame everything that I just mentioned, plus the Deathclaw and Mega Sloth. Now of course, because of how easy it is to swap out and rank up perk cards, it's probably best to just rank up the Animal Friend perk card up to rank 3, and then you can tame any of the tameable animals that you'll encounter. But now that we've gone over that and you're ready to tame an animal, the next thing that you'll need to do is find an animal that we can tame. And this is actually going to be a little harder than it sounds. That's because you can't just tame any animal that I just listed. It has to be one of those animals, but under one condition, which is that that animal will have to be alone. If you've never used the Animal Friend perk card before, you have more than likely never seen this, because these animals will only spawn in alone if you enter specific areas while the Animal Friend perk card is equipped. And because there are much better perk card options, you more than likely haven't done this. These tameable animals will share the same spawn points for random encounters, like the Smiling Man, so it's very easy to find where they spawn, but it isn't guaranteed that they'll be there when you get there. But just in case you don't know where these locations are, I will put a link in the pinned comment below that will take you to this map that I'm showing on screen, which is the one that I use to find animals to tame. And it will basically just show you every location that these animals can spawn in and other random encounters. But when using this map, you'll have 3 options on how you can use it, but it will just come down to how aggressive you want to be with taming. The first option, which is probably the most laid back option, is to pick one of these locations and then put your survival tent near it. But of course this will require you to have Fallout first. And then you can check if an animal has spawned there, and if it hasn't, you can leave the world that you're on and then fast travel back to your survival camp on a new world to check again. The next option is to find a smaller cluster of animal spawn points like this one at the top of the map, and then just run to each one and see if the animals have spawned there, and if they haven't, you can leave the world and try again on a new world. And the third option is to find a bigger cluster of spawns like this location in Cranberry Bog, and then you can run from location to location and check all of the spawns, similar to a farming route. But this will all just depend on what you prefer to do. Personally, I like to put a survival tent down at this location on the map, and then I'll just swap between worlds until I find something that I can tame. But when you finally find an animal at one of these locations, all you'll need to do is approach it and then aim your gun at it. Then a new button will pop up that will say Tame. Then you can hit that button to tame the animal. It will then ask you where you'll want to send that animal, and it will list your camp. And once you select the camp that you want to send your animal to, the animal will run to your camp. And it's really important to know that the animal will literally run from the place that you tamed it all the way to your camp. And honestly, you should just let it do it by itself. The animal that you tame will be pretty safe on its own, but if you follow it, it could lead you to attracting enemies to it, which could get it killed. So after you tame your animal, you can just fast travel to your camp and wait for it to get there, which could take about 10 to 20 minutes depending on how far away you are from where you tamed it. So now that you have your tamed animal at your camp, let's go over everything that you'll need to know about it. Starting with the Animal Friend perk card, which you no longer need once the animal reaches your camp. So you don't need to keep this perk card in your build. You only need the card to actually tame the animal, then after that you can get rid of it. The next thing that you need to know is that the animal that you tame will defend your camp depending on which animal it is. Deathclaws may be good for an additional layer of camp defense, but this also means that your animal can be killed by enemies that spawn at your camp, so try to build some turrets to help defend it. The animal that you tame will also patrol around your camp, but it will be tethered to your camp module, so you may need to move this around to give your animal more room to move. And lastly, just because you tamed it, that doesn't mean it will stay there forever. Now this could be because Fallout 76 is a pretty buggy game, or it could be something that was intended. But there's always a chance that the animal that you tame will either run away from your camp, or it will just disappear. So don't get too attached to your new pet. And that's pretty much everything that you need to know about the taming feature in Fallout 76. But I would love to know which animal you like the most in the comments below, and thank you for watching.